Welcome to The Educator. My name is Martin Buerta. Please enjoy this presentation. In this presentation, we are taking a look at Act 1 of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. The prologue is spoken by the chorus and it introduces the play. It tells that the play is set in Verona. There is a bitter hatred and a long-standing feud between two important families in this city, the Montagues and the Capulets. The children of these families will meet and fall in love. However, the lovers are doomed to kill themselves. This is the only way the feud between the two families can be stopped. In scene 1, two servants from the Capulet family deliberately start a fight with servants from the Montagues. Benfolio from the Montague family tries to stop this fight. Tybalt, a Capulet, encourages the fighting. A big street fight develops with even Lord Capulet and Lord Montague getting involved. The prince stops the fight and threatens anyone caught fighting and disturbing the peace again with death. Lady and Lord Montague then approach Benfolio, Romeo's cousin, to discuss their son Romeo with him. They are concerned because Romeo has been keeping to himself and is unhappy. They ask Benfolio to find out the cause of this. Romeo tells Benfolio that he is miserable because the girl, Rosaline, that he loves does not return his love. Benfolio advises Romeo to look at other girls, but Romeo argues that he cannot forget Rosaline. In scene 2, Count Paris comes to the Capulets' home to ask Lord Capulet for Juliet's hand in marriage. Capulet believes that his daughter is too young to get married. He invites Paris to a feast that night, where he can meet Juliet. He tells Paris that he may marry Juliet if he is able to win her love. Capulet then gives his servant a list of the guests to invite to the feast. This servant cannot read, so when he sees Romeo and Benfolio, he asks them to help him read the guest list. Romeo sees that his dear Rosaline is on the list. Benfolio suggests that they gatecrash this feast. He says that Romeo should compare Rosaline to all the other beautiful women in Verona. Romeo agrees to go because he longs to see Rosaline. In the third scene, this is the first time we meet Juliet Capulet. She is with her mother, Lady Capulet, and her nurse. Lady Capulet tells Juliet about Paris's proposal of marriage. The nurse is very talkative and keeps interrupting with stories about Juliet's childhood and the loss of her own child. We hear that Juliet will soon turn 14 on Lammas Eve, the 31st of July. Lady Capulet gives reasons why Juliet should think of marriage and praises Paris. Juliet agrees to consider Paris as a future husband. A servant rushes in to tell them that the guests are arriving. In the fourth scene, Romeo and his friends Benfolio and Mercutio meet up to go to the feast. Romeo is upset by a dream he had, so Mercutio suggests that Queen Mab has visited him. He tells Romeo that Queen Mab is the fairies' midwife who helps dreams to be born. She comes to people in their sleep and gives them strange fantasies. In spite of his anxious feelings, Romeo decides to go to the Capulets' feast. In scene 5, the busy Capulets' servants joke as they prepare for the feast. Lord Capulet welcomes his guest and signals for the dancing to begin. Romeo sees Juliet and tries to find out her name. Tybalt recognizes Romeo's voice behind his mask and is furious that a Montague dares to gatecrash their party. He wants Capulet to have Romeo thrown out, but Capulet refuses. Tybalt is angry and vows to get his revenge on Romeo. Romeo meets Juliet and takes her hand and kisses it. Later, they are both shocked to learn that they are from rival families. Thank you for watching The Educator. My name is Martin Buerta. Please remember to subscribe on YouTube for more presentations.